President Joe Biden slams Russia over its invasion of Ukraine, and he did so today on the world stage in front of the United Nations General Assembly in New York. White House Correspondent Owen Jensen reports. Owen?
Tracy, good evening to you. President Joe Biden addressed world leaders, telling them in the last year the world has experienced great upheaval, listing off food insecurity, the pandemic, inflation, extreme weather, and in his words, a brutal, needless war chosen by one man.
President Joe Biden rips Russia for trying to erase a sovereign state from the map.
This war is about extinguishing Ukraine's right to exist as a state, plain and simple, and Ukraine's right to exist as a people.
He also addressed the human suffering.
And now we see attacks on schools, railway stations, hospitals, mass graves uncovered in Izium, bodies, according to those who excavated those bodies, showing signs of torture.
Just today, Russian President Vladimir Putin called up more troops and warned the West he is not bluffing when it comes to nuclear weapons. On the subject of nukes, President Biden told Iran and the rest of the world,
the United States is clear. We will not allow Iran to acquire a nuclear weapon.
President Biden also addressed China directly.
We do not seek conflict. We do not seek a Cold War. We do not ask any nation to choose between the United States or any other partner.
The president also held his first sit-down meeting with Liz Truss, the new British Prime Minister, representing one of America's oldest alliances. And when it comes to abortion, the president trying to expand access at home and pushed the same agenda on the global stage.
But here's what I know. The future will be won by those countries that unleash the full potential of their populations, where women and girls can exercise equal rights, including basic reproductive rights, and contribute fully to building a stronger economies and more resilient societies.
Also at the UN, as the war in Ukraine is driving up food prices, President Biden pledged another $2.9 billion in global food security aid. The White House says parts of Somalia, for instance, are at risk of famine, and that the situation in the Horn of Africa is described as dire. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.